3 years ago, I dropped this video. I'll phone anyone.
Should we do it?
Oh, no. You're going to get him to phone someone?
Yeah. We're going to get you to do this cold call?
Well, we're out of time, aren't we?
We could let's give it a couple. We can always edit.
Everyone always
we want a demonstration. This is how to do it.
I was not expecting to do a live cold call the day I turned up for this podcast. Oh, hello. I'm going to be honest with you. This is actually a cold call. Would you like to hang up or let me have 30 seconds?
It depends what it's about.
Well, look, okay, so let me have 30 seconds, and if you don't want to talk to me at the end, we can end it there. Sound fair?
Yeah, fine, yeah.
Today, it has hit over 200,000 views, and I am humbled that so many of you love it. So today, what am I going to do? I'm going to go over the hundreds, if not thousands of videos that have been uploaded of people doing this, and I'm going to critique them for your enjoyment.
My approach with cold calling is one that's actually quite repetitive. Most people in the office are probably sick of hearing my same intro every time. I like to keep it consistent just because then you know if it's not working, you can change it. If you change too many things at once, right, you don't know what is and isn't working. Yep. So I keep that the same, which is a permission-based opener, which I'm sure people have read about on LinkedIn. So that's pretty much me saying, this is the cold call. Do you want to hang up now? Give me 30 seconds.
Okay, so it's hard to critique this one because I had no idea I was inspiring 12-year-olds to make cold calls, and you can't be too hard on a 12-year-old. So whoever this guy is, kudos to you, son.
What is your favourite call opening of all time?
For me, it is this is a cold call. Do you want to hang up or let me have 30 seconds? That is by far the most effective opener in this country.
Okay, first of all, who the hell are these guys? I have no idea who they are. I tell you what, though, the fact that they think that my opener is the best in the UK is testament to what I've managed to achieve. Now, I'll tell you what, though, I have no idea who they are, so I think I need to have a meeting with these guys.
Hello, Andy speaking.
Hello, Andy.
So it's this fella again.
Completely honest
on
with
TikTok.
you, because I'm sure you get so many calls like this. It is a sales call at nearly 5:30 on a Thursday. I don't know if that makes you want to hang up or let me have 30 seconds. Completely up to you.
Yeah, go on.
Beautiful.
Well, there's not a huge amount to critique today. The only thing I would say, particularly when you're doing telephone prospecting and if you're phoning at the right level, which is usually and should be director level, the sort of person you're going to be engaging with, brevity is best. So I don't feel the need to add these extraneous other comments like it's 5:30 on Thursday or stuff like that. Cut straight to the chase. Look, I'll be upfront. This is a sales call. Can either hang up now or let me have 30 seconds. What would you like to do? Brevity with senior decision makers goes a long way because the one thing they value the most is their time and people cutting to the chase. So embellish it all you want for fun and giggles, but for effectiveness, brevity is king.
Full cold call. See why.
I like the spider web in the background.
Oh, hi. Real quick one. I'll be straight with you on this. This is a cold call. Don't know if you want to hang up now or if you want to give me 20 seconds, I'll explain why we're calling.
Okay, I'm going to stop there. So, first of all, I don't know who this guy is. He says he's a sales trainer, so clearly he loves my stuff. Probably bought my courses because he's doing the opener that I obviously clearly popularised. So that's wonderful. So if you work with him, hey, why have chuck steak when you have filet mignon? So give me a call.
Hello, didn't see you there. Let me guess, struggling to get past gatekeepers? Don't they all sound like your mum? Who are you? Why are you calling? What's it regarding? Can you send them an email? But not only that, you get through. What do? You start puking and vomiting features and benefits, and more often than not, you get told to piss off. Oh, and I know what you're doing. Let me guess, changing your phone number when you call back so they don't spot you. Phoning at odd and awkward times to catch them off guard, aren't you? Well, you're in luck. I get phone calls from people all over the world every day thanking me for help. What? Yes, Prime Minister. So sorry. No. www.salesmatrixcourses.com. I know the king said .co.uk, but he just never listens. Riffraff.
But anyway, let's go through this particular one. What I don't like about it is it's a bit needy, a bit beggy. Notice how he says, let me explain why I'm calling. See, when you say, let me explain why I'm calling, it sounds a bit big, a bit needy. He doesn't deliver it with the assertiveness that it deserves. So, yes, I don't know what happens. Well, I do know what happens on the rest of the call. I think he gets a meeting. But at the end of the day, when I break down the rest of the call, which we're not going to do here today, he doesn't do a good job of qualifying. Yeah? Remember, it's not hard to get meetings. It's not hard to get in people's diaries. It is hard to get qualified opportunities. So this, whilst, like I say, I'm flattered that other sales trainers are using the stuff that I put out there, this could have been done better. But people on TikTok don't know any better.
Next time you're cold calling, try this one. Hey, hello, I'm speaking with Stacy, the owner of Blank Business. Yeah, so listen, this is a cold call. Would you hang up now or give me 30 seconds and then you can decide? I actually learned this strategy from Thomas Gannett on YouTube.
Good old Thomas Gannett. Thank you for passing it on to this fella. Now, there are a few things wrong with this. Now, this could be an across-the-pond thing, as we would say in the United Kingdom. The Americanization. And one of the things I have to teach, particularly when working with Americans, and I work with a lot of Americans, is you've got to stop things like, hey! Americans love saying, hey, how are you? Hey, hey, hey. It is just odd. Yeah, so dial down the informality like that. Now, admittedly, you have people in your country called Chuck and Randy and Jim Bob, and we don't over here. I don't know why. Maybe because the one thing we didn't import was trailer parks. But I would advise you to drop the word hey.
Yeah, so I'm going to be honest with you. This is a cold call, so I do have something to pitch to your business. So would you like to hang up now or give me 30 seconds and then you can decide?
Delivery's a bit weak.
Well, what are you offering?
Yeah, so I checked out your listing on Google and saw that you offer body sculpting. So we actually help estheticians and med spas with their client acquisition process. So hypothetically, if you'd work with us, we actually handle your entire advertising as well as your appointment setting process. So we have a team of appointment setters actually call those leads for you, and we get you at least 15 prepaid body sculpting appointments in your calendar every month or your money back. Does that sound like a fair deal?
It does. Can you send me an email?
Ah, the dreaded, can you send me an email? Okay, so I'm going to stop it here. First of all, the opener was a bit weak. Yeah, I mean, one of the key things to be good at selling is you need a little bit of energy, a bit of enthusiasm. Not too much, you're not Tigger on speed, but you need a little pep. You need to be vitality or something like that. You need something in there, and this was a bit flat. He kind of ruins the call because he starts vomiting features and benefits. He starts talking at the person about what he does. That is never really going to engage. You see, because as soon as he did that, her first thing is, can you send me an email? Now, I don't know what happens to the rest of the call. Maybe he gets an appointment, maybe he doesn't. But at this point, I would say it's not a good call. We don't judge calls by their outcomes. We want to judge how we get there. And like I say, it's not hard to get in people's diaries. It's not hard to get meetings. It is hard to get qualified ones. This call, whilst he started off using the opener that I've popularized, it kind of goes a bit skewy. So no, he needs a bit more pep. He sounds a bit I thought it was AI at first, let's be honest. But it can't be AI because, again, I didn't have any idea that I was motivating people about 12 to make cold calls. So kudos to him.
If you struggle making cold calls, try this opener. I'm going to be honest with you. This is actually a sales call. Would you like to hang up or let me have 30 seconds and then you can make a decision? Almost every time they give you the 30 seconds instead of hanging up or saying, I'm not interested.
Okay, guys, I've had a total change of heart. If that is what I sound like when you're using this opener, please don't use it. No, I'm only kidding. All I can say is, again, another young person embracing my way of prospecting. He's going to be rich, but follow me instead.
Oh, hello, hi, is that
Yeah.
Will you hate me if I told you that this was a sales call?
Will you hate me if I told you? I don't mind that.
Yeah, I'm calling to sell you something that I think would be a great benefit to you. Would you hate me if we did that?
The thing I don't like is we're actually not trying to sell anything on a prospecting call.
Well,
Called selling.
allow me to do like this then. I will pitch you an idea. You can give me 20 seconds, and if none of it applies to you, you can hang up on me and I'll never call you back again. How does that sound?
Alright, so what's regarding?
Well,
Okay, so, I mean, interesting. He's elongated it. He's obviously following the basic structure. In some ways, I don't mind the question, if I told you this was a sales call, would you hate me? I've actually done a variation of that myself, and I said, if I've told you this was a cold call, would you hang up? And if they say yes, I say, well, I won't say that then. It's a good one. You can try that.
I thought I would share my path to least resistance with my cold call opener. Basically, it tells prospect it's cold call.
Well, I tell you what, actually seeing a woman using this opener is brilliant. I honestly, most salespeople I encounter tend to be men, which is a shame. So let's see what happens. She's definitely got a pair if she pulls this off.
Hi, it's Nia calling from a company called My Sales Coach. We haven't spoken before, so I wouldn't expect the name to ring a bell. And your heart may sink because this is a cold call, but it is a carefully considered one. Do you want to hang up or can I take 35 seconds and then you can decide? Appreciate it. It does sound like you're out and about though. So I'll be quick then.
A couple of things on that. I don't know why people still introduce themselves and their company. The whole point of a pattern interrupt is to avoid doing that. Yeah, so you go straight in with, look, I'll be up front, this is a sales call. And then you do the opener. But going, hi, it's Benjamin from ABC Company, how are you? Kind of defeats the point. So cut that out. And the other thing is the video does cut. So I don't know if on this particular call the person didn't need to speak on and they've cut in one where it did go well. But what I noticed is obviously the person at the other end was short for time. And you hear it say, well, I'll be quick then. Now this I've got to hammer home. The mindset of successful people is that they value themselves and their time. If you say to someone, well, I'll be quick then, what you're really doing is you're devaluing yourself and you're going to rush through what you're going to do. If someone says to me, look, I don't have 30 seconds, I don't have time, I said, that's fine. I can always call back. Do not ever rush through what you have to say. You demean yourself, yeah? And this will follow you through every step of the sales process. So please, don't introduce yourself and do not speed up. That is you giving in to the prospect and letting them take control.
Rate this cold call.
Oh, it's dialing. I love that sound.
Hello?
Hi, is this Leyland?
Yeah.
Hi, this is Josh. You're probably going to hate me now, but this is a cold call. I was just wondering if I could literally steal 30 seconds of your time, or do feel free to hang up.
Okay, so I'm going to pause it there because he's just done something that I always have to pull up my clients on. He juxtaposed the structure. If you end with, or do you want to hang up? You increase your chances of someone hang up. So when you do this, you want to say, do you want to hang up or let me have 30 seconds? But if you say, can I have 30 seconds or do you want to hang up? The last thing they hear is hang up. Now, in this scenario, the guy let him speak. Fine. But what I'm saying is if you want to continually ensure this particular pattern interrupt works successfully more often than not, don't juxtapose the terminology. Get it in the right order. Okay, let's carry on.
Right, no, it has to be quick because I'm driving at the moment. I might lose my signal. What's it regarding?
It's just regarding, basically, my name's Josh, and I run a small local marketing agency, and we work with mainly small local businesses, sort of like yours. And it's just a really quick call. I came across you online, just your website. I noticed it looks to be sort of a Yale website with sort of quite limited functions and quite limited things on there. I was just wondering if you're getting enough work, enough inquiries from that.
Right, so I'm going to stop it there. Now, again, I've seen this whole clip and I know how it ends. He doesn't get the appointment. But there's just a few things in here. Call it best practice. You see, the thing with salespeople is you can do something badly and get a good result. But you can't keep doing something badly and get consistently good results. So we always want to do best practice. And this young lad falls into the trap that a lot of salespeople do. If you actually listen to the words he's saying, he's lucky he got a guy who seemed quite oblivious. But he refers to him as a small local business. Now, the reason I would suggest you don't say small is what if your prospect doesn't see themselves as a small local business? You're just setting yourself up to maybe irritate them. So I drop making assumptions. You always go on with a blank sheet of paper, so to speak, when dealing with prospects. He also says it has limited functionality. Again, he's picking out flaws with it. So if somebody called me and said something like that about my website, I'd say, F you, who the hell are you to call me up and say that? So I'm not saying everyone will do that, but statistically you're more likely to encounter people where you'll get their hump up rather than placate them. So my advice is when you're structuring your pitch, don't talk about you or what you do, talk about the things that you fix that this person should be able to relate to. So overall, kudos again, looks like another young lad getting out there trying to grow a business with prospecting, which I admire, but best practice is what will continually guarantee consistent outcomes.
Hey Tom, it's Sarah from Pareto. How are you? He was not.
This is funny.
Here we go.
Well, I admire her for doing it. Good for her.
Hey Kate. Yeah, the reason for my call. Kate's long gone. The second I said she was gone. Why did I do that? I literally just stuttered today. I do this all day, every day. Why did I literally just have a stutter? Hey, Jeff, it is Sarah.
You know, I got to pause it there. You know it's American as soon as the word hey leaves their mouth, right? It's just an American thing. They have to open every call with, hey, 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 Chuck, hey, Jim Bob. Yeah, I drop the hey. And I'll tell you why, especially if you're phoning senior decision makers. And I've said this before, these people aren't sitting there hoping someone that sounds like Tigger on speed suddenly going to interrupt their day. It's actually quite annoying, yeah? I'm the sort of person that people are phoning because I run a business and I'm quite short on time. So if I get a phone call and say, hey, Benjamin, how are you today? Instantly, I think, oh, fuck. It's not that endearing. So like I say, go in with a question. Is that Benjamin? Yeah, rather than, hey, Tigger on speed doesn't tend to help. All right, let's carry on. No, but like I said, I'm not taking away from this young lady. She's doing a good job because prospecting sucks. Let's not lie to ourselves. Carry on then.
Burrito, I was curious to see if you had 30 seconds to speak. I'm not going to lie, this is a sales call, so you can hang up when you're ready, or you could give me the 30 seconds if that's okay with you. Fantastic. I really, really appreciate it. So the reason for my call is actually off the back of the work that we're doing with some companies in your space to basically build and develop the sales organization. So here at Pareto, we basically help clients in 3 main ways.
Bloody TikTok. I mean, it was easier in the day. We just had a pause button. Anyway, so what went wrong with this call? She does the typical mistake. She starts talking at them about Pareto law and what Pareto law does. People aren't interested in what you do for other people. They want something relevant to them. You will get hung up on more if you say, we've been doing this for other companies in your area and what we help you do, I'm not interested. What's in it for me? So yes, you will have some success with this. Anything done in volume will get results. I'm not after volume, I'm not after results, as weird as that may sound. I'm after how we get there. How you get there is more important than whether or not you get there, because if you do the how right, you will consistently get the right outcomes. As I've said so many times, getting in front of someone's diary by begging, pleading, or basically lying your way in is a pointless waste of time. You will get ghosted, you get dropouts. It's not a good way to be. So again, kudos to this young lady for going out there and battling it, but she needs to improve the structure of her call. So look, anything done enough times will net results, but statistically it doesn't give you consistency. It's not hard to be bad and do well in sales. Ironically, most salespeople do bad, but do well.